catching up with Marnix van den Bent, who spoke at Identity Week Europe 2023, and who's architect of Datakeeper, which is an identity wallet application for the real estate social renting sector, which was founded by Rabobank in the Netherlands. Since then, they've been on a journey, a great journey. They announced the separation from Rabobank as an independent organisation, which signals a major milestone in their growth as a company. It's great to catch up with you today, Marnix, and just revisit your journey since then, and the success you've had with Datakeeper. What's been the key then to the growth of the application in terms of demand for this identity wallet application?
Yeah, so yeah, thanks for having me again. Really nice to be back and to see the Identity Week being more thriving and getting bigger every year. Yeah, so to go back to the question, the the growth of Datakeeper, it's really stands for I think also the market and also the company's organizations in the Netherlands. They're really starting to understand the concept of wallets now. In comparison to 4 or 5 years ago, where within the Rabobank, it was really an innovation. We really had to figure things out. We had to educate. And right now, there's more and more companies that they're really in need of verified data, of verified information. And it was always an inconvenience to the consumer, right? You always had to gather your photocopies of identity cards and gather PDFs from all kinds of places to do all kinds of processes. And now these organizations they start to find solutions like Datakeeper. So that really helps us grow. These organizations in the market, they start to understand the concept of wallets now.
And there's a massive market for wallets. You've got the digital identity wallet, you've got lots of private wallets. And would you describe Datakeeper as a full wallet, or in terms of maybe expanding other use cases, or are you just focusing on at the moment on the renting and automotive sectors?
Yeah, so definitely it's a full wallet. We offer a wide range of data points of documents that's compatible with Datakeeper. So you can use it for many use cases. But yeah, we mostly started in the real estate sector because those pains were really clearly visible, and there was a clear need for it. So it's really amazing to see that within 1.5, 2 years, we became the market leader in providing data for the rental sector in the Netherlands, for renting houses. But it doesn't stop there. You have many use cases where all of the KYC use cases where you really need to understand and gather data from your prospects and customers. That goes in all kinds of sectors like telecom, also real estate, also in banking. So anywhere, any place where you have the need for verified information, you can basically use Datakeeper.
Has it been built for privacy inclusion? It's obviously, these are really important points. Are users going to be adopting this wallet, and is it privacy minding?
Absolutely. So from the day we started the initiative, we put the concept of data minimalization in mind. That's a key subject, a key goal of Datakeeper is that with data minimalization, we help organizations to become compliant with the GDPR. But also I also noticed that a lot of companies they really do not want to receive any data that they don't need. So that's also a good sign of being mature in this sort of data ecosystem. But so yes, absolutely. So even with our technology, it's not possible to gather like all of the data. You really need to be specific per field. You need to specify per field what you want to receive. So you cannot just go scraping around everything you need. You really and that's what we also help our clients with in different kind of brainstorm sessions to understand, oh, what's your business process, how can we help, what kind of data do you need, and we always ask, do you really need that data, or is that just something that you're always used to? So yeah, we make those organizations realize what kind of data they really need. And also in terms of inclusion for all of the users, we strive to go to a triple A classification in terms of UI and UX. We really spent a lot of research on that, but also on the other hand, it's I think it's good to understand that with a wallet you cannot reach 100% of the users, or like 100% of the population, right? So there's always people who do not want to use a wallet, or who don't have a good secure phone, for example, or a smartphone they don't want to use. So it's always good to know there must always be an alternative for those who cannot use a wallet.
Definitely. Um, we're kind of looking at this within the concept of the EU-wide digital identity wallet as well. Will Datakeeper's applications be compatible with the EU wallet or the legal person's wallet?
Absolutely, yeah. So we strive to become a major player also in the European Union. First, we start with the Netherlands. We're really breaking ground there and really a lot of use cases. Finally the EU they also have concluded on the final legislation, so that's really great news for all citizens within the EU to be able to share their data in a safe way instead of sending photocopies per email. So we're all moving forward with this framework and these guidelines. So absolutely, we're gonna meet that. Still, at the same time, it's always a timing question, right? So the large scale pilots are running now. They're really doing a lot of user testing, or soon going to be a lot of testing happening. So we're all gonna learn from what's happening on a large scale, and so it's gonna be a long process to become compatible, but also to stay compatible, to stay up to date with all the new changes that are happening to standards. So it's going to be a big job. Yes.
In terms of the large scale pilots, do you think these use cases will be included in the EU wallet for the social renting sector, the private renting? Because if we look at it, the main ones are probably travel, banking, government ID credentials. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, eventually the thought behind this whole legislation is for consumers, to be able to share their data in a safe way, in a more privacy preserving way, and also to be able to do this on a cross-border manner. So definitely that's the case. However, yeah, it's a question how this will evolve in the future. There will be specific sectors. There will be very niche markets. They might need their own type of wallets that are very specific to the use cases that they serve. But the idea of also, the authoritative sources that are mentioned in the legislation, it's like your basic information that must be able to be shared to companies who require this. So it should serve a big part of all the use cases. Yeah.
You're based in the Netherlands with this app. Is the Netherlands prepared for building the actual digital identity wallet, the EU one? And if needed, could the Dutch wallet be built now to house all the credentials that citizens use?
Yeah, so actually it's really a great time to be active in the Netherlands in the wallet market, because there's a lot of the ecosystem is very thriving. There are really great players in the market, in the wallet market, and also the government is really stepping up by not only developing their own wallet for somewhat more like general use cases, with a bit of a limited data set, but they're really setting the standard also for the rest of the European Union. And also the fact that the Secretary of State in the Netherlands also expressed that there will be yeah, a wallet ecosystem that will be public-private wallet ecosystem. So you have some private wallets, and also a public government issued wallet. So the citizens, they have a lot of choice, and this also, yeah, we kind of learn together. We're also in different consortia together to learn and to develop this ecosystem. So the Dutch state is very much ready for what's coming.
You explained it's good for collaboration. Do we need, an ecosystem of lots of private wallets and a national wallet? Do you think we'll end up with lots of different wallets per country before we achieve that single digital identity wallet?
I think a single digital identity wallet, we will never reach that, because several member states, they will have their own maybe specific requirements. Some member states, they might mandate other third parties to develop and release a wallet. Some member states, they decide we will only issue one government wallet, which will be their own. So the legislation leaves a lot of space and room to to fit the needs of their citizens. But I think there will be many different wallets per country. Some wallets will be used across countries, like maybe a Datakeeper can be used in Belgium, in Netherlands, in Germany, etc. But I think the citizens, they will have a choice, and it could be possible that some citizens, they might have two identity wallets on their phone, depending on which kind of use cases they are in. Some identity wallets might not serve the needs of companies that require the data, or some other companies, they say we would prefer to use wallet A over wallet B. So it will be a very dynamic ecosystem. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been great hearing about the progress you've made with Datakeeper. I look forward to seeing you soon at one of our events.
Cool. Thank you so much.